I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And they only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know, that was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, The Definition of Man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the woman you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, we're here. So Miles is on his way. He's traveling, so he might, pop in and out, but we are here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. What's going on? It is Friday. We are here. In today's topic, we're going to be talking about how women you're just hooking up with will never take you seriously. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy in here. And listen, we already got 4 free calls. Shout out to Joey Montana with the 4 free calls. So we got 4 free calls already. So you guys can call up. The call-in number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. So make sure you guys call up. You feel what I'm saying? And if you have a question, put a Q in the chat so we could get to your question. And real quick, before we get into everything else, you understand what I'm saying? Y'all already know how we got to do up in here. So let me take you to this amazing website right here called CunninghamElements.com. It's a beautiful site. And you can get your masculine identity perfume, the masculine identity soap, and the shea butter. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys go do that. Also, make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com. You feel what I'm saying? Go to shoplocario.com. Get your online dating consultation with myself in April. The online dating consultations is fire. We will teach you how to step up your game on the online dating sites. Also, make sure you guys get Master the Vetting Process program. You feel what I'm saying? Because also today what we're talking about has to do with vetting too. You understand? Because remember, the Master the Vetting Process is how to succeed in casual and long-term relationships. So the casual relationships we're going to be talking about today, we're talking about you hooking up with women. These are chicks that, are your fuck buddies and shit like that. So you definitely need to get the Master the Vetting Process so you can understand how this shit goes and get all the other programs, all the other books, and programs on Shop Locario. We got the documentary. We got the other books. We got other programs. You feel what I'm saying? We got the seminars. We got all of this on shoplocario.com. So you can check that out and get that shit cracking. You feel what I'm saying? Also, make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com so that you can join the masculine identity so you can understand who you are, what you're about, and how you navigate out here in these streets. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys do that. And also, last but not least, make sure that you guys always go to badboymembership.com. That is where you get 45 to 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. And right now on the Bad Boy membership, we have 7 ways you'll consistently stay on a woman's mind. That is on the Bad Boy membership right now. So make sure you guys do that and get that cracking. You feel me? So today, guys, we're talking about women you're just hooking up with will never take you seriously. Now, why is this topic important? You feel what I'm saying? What does this even mean? What are we talking about? These women aren't going to take you seriously and all this other stuff. Now, what you guys got to understand is that when you're out here hooking up with women, right? What's going to happen is that these women that you're hooking up with, right? They are also looking for, a long-term relationship in most cases. Not all cases, but in most cases, meaning that even though they're fucking you and having sex with you and hooking up with you, they are still dating other guys and they are, hoping that they'll find a boyfriend, right? They might even hope that you might be their boyfriend one day if, things change. They might really like you and they're thinking, damn, we're having sex. I like this guy. And maybe, at some point I could be his girl, right? Because she may be, catching feelings for you, through the interactions you guys are having sex and all this other stuff, right? But what you got to understand is that when you are out here dealing with these women, when you're just hooking up with them, a lot of times what will happen is they're not going to take you seriously because you're just having sex. So why are they not taking you seriously just because you're having sex? So what happens is that just because you're having sex, she looks at that as something as less important and less valuable than a long-term relationship. You see what I'm saying? So meaning that she sees something more consistent, more long-term, something with more non-sexual attention as above the sex. You see what I'm saying? So it's her perception of how she views sex in relation to everything else. So in her mind, everything else is more important than just sex. So if you had to choose between just having sex or having a long-term relationship with a guy that she really loves and likes and all that other stuff, she's going to always put that above the sex. So because she's putting that above the sex, she's not going to take you seriously. And what does it mean that she's not going to take you seriously? What it means is that she is not going to see you as top priority. You understand what I'm saying? So for all you guys who want to hook up, great. That's awesome. For all you guys who want to have some fuck buddies and have a lot of sex and do all the casual stuff, that's cool. You just have to understand and realize, right, that when you are having casual sex, when you're hooking up with women, right, what happens is that you're going to have to be continuously meeting new women because the women you're hooking up with, it's easy for them to fall off at any time. You understand? So a lot of guys want to be players. They want to have a bunch of chicks that they fucking with, or they want to hook up with this girl and that girl. But what happens is that you might be hooking up with a girl and you like hooking up with her and y'all been seeing each other for, let's say 3-4 months and it's nothing serious. You're just having a casual situation. And then one day she hits you up and she's like, hey, I'm sorry, I actually met this guy and, we're trying to do something serious and, maybe if, things change, maybe I'll get back to you. But right now, I'm trying to go this direction and so forth and so on. Right. So understand that what happened is that she found a guy or she was dating a guy while she was fucking you. This guy wants to wife her up. Right. And now you're going to not be able to have sex with this woman. Right now, unless she's in a, non-monogamous relationship, that might be different. But usually these women will be in a monogamous relationship. She meets a new guy, or she's been seeing a new guy. He wants to wife her up. So now you're not going to be able to have sex with that woman anymore, or, for the time being. Right. And also what will happen is that sometimes when a woman knows that it's just a sexual thing, and this is why you have to make sure that you understand the vetting process and also how to deal with women on a casual basis, right? Is that when a woman is just having sex with you, right? Sometimes what she'll do is that she will low-key disrespect you. You understand? And the ways that she low-key disrespects you is, one, sometimes she'll disrespect your time. So, for example, let's say that you've been hooking up with a girl for 2 months, right? And you hit her up, she comes over, you have sex. You hit her up, she comes over, you have sex, right? Now, just because you guys are having sex, and let's say you let her know, hey, listen, I don't want it serious. We just, hooking up and it's just all fun and games, whatever, right? Because she knows it's just sex, right? And she may see you as a fuck boy. Because it's just sex, she feels that she doesn't necessarily need to show you the same respect that she would some other guy that she might have something more than sex with. You understand what I'm saying? But let's see who's calling, and we'll get back to this. 647, what's popping?
Yo, Locario, it's Rekka.
Rekka, what's going on? Did you donate or are you taking a free call?
I'm gonna use the free call. I think I spent enough bread up here.
No, you need to spend some more. But go ahead. What's your question?
Okay, I wanna ask you, because I literally was just thinking about what you were just talking about with how she'll be disrespectful to the time, right? Because I'm thinking about this topic. I'm thinking about how many women I've done this with or whatever, and I'm like, okay, this is probably part of the reason why so many women fall off, because they're not taking it seriously. Because I'm not looking for any kind of relationship. So I was literally thinking about, this is probably why they're disrespectful or whatever, because I know you did videos in the past on this. So like, would you say charge those women? Because some of the shit that they're doing, like disrespecting the time, like I had one girl I was hooking up with for like almost a year. She finally fell all the way off last month. But sometimes like we would text each other. Either I would hit her up or she would hit me up like, oh, let's link. Let's say it's 6 p.m. or let's link at like 10, like I'll be home at 10, whatever, right? And sometimes she'll come through, and then sometimes when I'm hitting her up like, yo, you ready? She just won't even respond at all. And then I would just hit her back up a week later when I feel like it, and then she'll come through this time. But would you say to charge girls like that to the game? Or would you say just to accept it as part of like the hookup game of it?
No. So this the issue. So when she didn't return your text or call or whatever it was, that's when you were supposed to ignore her. Do you understand what I'm saying?
What you mean?
You're supposed to ignore her. You're supposed to not text, because you said, what did you say? You said she was supposed to come through or some shit. You hit her up and you was waiting for a response. Yes.
Yeah, something. Yeah, like, but understand, this is after we've been fucking for months.
It don't matter.
So
it don't matter. It don't matter. What I'm saying is that if she was supposed to get back to you and she didn't, right? And then you hit her up the next week. So you contacted her, right? She didn't contact you.
Yeah, like a week or two. Like whenever I just feel like it, I would just hit her up.
Right. So
I wouldn't even be thinking about the fact that she didn't hit me back.
Right. So so this is the thing. What happened was that you basically told her with your actions that it was okay to ignore you, because you hit her up again. You basically, so you told her to hit you back, she didn't, and then you hit her up to try to see her again. So you're telling her that it's okay for her to act that way. Do you see what I'm saying? So now that's why she'll continue to disrespect your time and all that other stuff. So what I'm saying is that you have to teach women how to deal with you, even in a fuck buddy type of situation or casual situation, right? But the thing is, remember, because it's casual, they don't really put any weight on it, or they don't take you seriously, because they're like, oh, it's just some guy I'm fucking, it's just some fuck boy, whatever it is, like that.
That's why I was asking. That's why the question, like I was asking when I called, like the question was, should you be more strict on charging these girls, or can you like kind of lighten it up a little bit? So like in the case where the girl didn't hit me back, like we've been fucking for months, right?
Right.
And she doesn't hit me back, and I kind of understand this because she just sees me as some little fuck boy. If she hit me, like, for example, the first time that we linked, I was trying to link her again, and she was like, okay, I can do this time. And then next thing you know, when I'm hitting her up the day of, she just like, oh, well, I'm kind of busy, da-da-da-da-da. Like, she was almost brushing me off. And then I said, all right, I'm not hitting her up. So then a month later, she hit me back, and she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't do da-da-da-da-da. And then she came through. So is that more acceptable to fuck with?
Right, but
if she hits me up,
right?
So
but this is the thing.
I know I fucked up. I know I fucked up hitting her back up.
Rekka, you already hit her back up, right? You hit her back up first, yes?
No, I'm talking about the first time that we ever linked. The second time we linked was when I was trying to hit her up, and then she was like kind of brushing me off, and then I left her alone. And then a month later we linked again, and then we kept kind of fucking every other week or so for
Okay.
like the
Oh,
next
I got you.
almost
So
year.
now this is what
Yeah.
you. Hold on. Now this is wait. Listen. Record.
Yeah, the
Listen.
first example I gave you was this is like months into us fucking when I hit her back up.
Okay. So now this is what you should have did. So this is what you got to do. The first time when that happened, right? So y'all did your thing. You hit her up. She ignored you, and then she hit you up saying she was sorry. Yes.
That was the first time.
Right. Right. Now that was the time when you were supposed to address it and say, hey, listen, this is cool that we get together and hook up, but when I hit you up, you got to hit me back and we got to do this the right way. Now, if this doesn't occur, then we can't do this. Right. So you got it. So you have to basically let her know, hey, this isn't cool. Right now, if she does it again, then you actually charge her, like you really, really charge her. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Because I kind of just accept, because I notice I get this kind of energy a lot where they're down to link again, but it's almost because I even had a girl tell me one time, that's how I just treat guys that I think are fuck boys. Like I'll just pick them up.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Jamaican chick. She's like, oh, I'll just take them up when I feel like, and then I dash them away until I'm ready again.
Exactly. And Record, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying where and I'm glad you called in to say this because, and ask this because this is exactly what I'm talking about. Even if you're just fucking a girl, the girl you're fucking still has to respect your time and energy and the structure of how you make shit happen. This is why I tell you guys to go to shoplocario.com and get the program, Master the Vetting Process. Because I talk about this in this program because this is the thing. If you're dealing with a woman and y'all are just hooking up, but she's disrespecting your time, your energy, she's disrespecting you, she's not taking you seriously and all this other stuff, then what happens is that you're doing things to make her feel it's okay to do those things. And then you're going to get frustrated dealing with those women. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you're allowing that to happen. But Rekka, your free call's up, fam. You know what I'm saying? So,
all right, man. All right,
man. I appreciate the call, fam. Yes, sir. All right. But yeah, that's the thing. So that's what I was going to say before is that when you're dealing with these women and you're hooking up with them, because their perception is that you're a fuck boy or your perception is you're a player, right? What happens is that they feel that it's okay for them to just do whatever. So, and the reason why they say that is the reason why they think that is because she's thinking about it in this way. Let's say there's a girl you're hooking up with, and then let's say that same situation with Rekka where you hit her up, you say come through, or you hit her up, and she's supposed to respond to make something happen, right? In her mind, she's thinking, well, I don't even really need to hit this dude back up. He'll just, he could just go fuck some other girl. You understand what I'm saying? That's her mentality. Oh, he can just go fuck some other chick, right? Because low key, that's she feels like in some form or fashion, some type of way, knowing that you are fucking with other women. So she's like, well, I don't really need to respond to him because he'll just call another girl. I don't really need to show up because he can just replace me with another chick. You see what I'm saying? So she doesn't care about your time because she, within that situation, already feels like in some form or fashion that she resents the fact that you have all these other women. You understand what I'm saying? Even if she is the type of chick that just wants something casual with you, right? So the thing is that because it's a casual thing, she doesn't respect the casual thing. She doesn't respect the idea of casual. And that's how a lot of women will do. They'll think that just because it's a casual thing, they don't have to respect it. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh, we're just fucking. It's not a big deal. You understand what I'm saying? And so it's not about the actual sex. It's about, and this is the thing, when it comes to the respect, it's not about the sex. It's about if you hit up this girl, and let's say I've been hooking up maybe 2 or 3 times, and then you hit her up to come through, and then she doesn't return your text or call, right? Then that's showing you that she's at the point not taking you seriously. So now what happens is that what you're supposed to do is just fall back, right? Like, and I'll give you an example. Like there was a chick that I was hooking up with, right? And I hit her up and I said, yo, I was like, let's meet up this day or whatever, right? And then so
2 days passed because I told her let's meet up on the weekend, right? And it was probably like 5 days. I think it was like a Monday. I said let's meet up on a weekend, right? So she hit me up, I think Wednesday evening. I texted her Monday to say, hey, let's meet up on a weekend. And mind you, she's always been responsive. You understand what I'm saying? Once I hit her up. But for some reason, it took her 2 days to get back to me. So now, that Monday evening, when I didn't hear from her, I was already making plans for the weekend. So now she hit me up Wednesday talking about, oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, I could see you, we can hang out this weekend. I said, hey, listen, I would love to, but I made other plans. Right. And I said, maybe some other time. So now what happens is that I'm showing her through my actions that if she doesn't get back to me at a certain time, then she's going to miss out. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not hitting her up, or she's not calling me back or texting me. And I'm like, yo, how come you didn't text me for 2 days? You know, what's wrong with you? Like, well, but no. Listen, I made other plans. I didn't hear from you. You understand what I'm saying? I had to keep it moving. Right. And so that's going to let her know, hey, okay, damn, this guy, he's on the move. So if I actually want to see him, then I got to make it happen. Now, what could have happened was, and this is what happens sometimes, is the reason why it took her 2 days to get back to me was because she was trying to figure out other plans before she got back to me. But why would she figure out or try to figure out other plans before she got back to me? The reason why is because she's not taking me seriously. Remember, if you're fucking the girl, you are last priority. I don't even care if you're fucking her real good. You could be fucking her, she could be having 10, 20, 50 million orgasms. Because your relationship at the time is y'all are just fucking, you are not top priority. Now, the reason why this is important for you guys to know is because some of y'all get in your feelings when you deal with women, even if y'all just fucking. You understand? And so what happens is that if you are fucking this chick and you don't understand that she's not taking you seriously, then you're going to get in your feelings when you notice her pulling back, when you notice her being inconsistent, right? But understand, her pulling back, her being inconsistent, her kind of being all over the place is a byproduct of her not taking you seriously. She's not taking you seriously because she doesn't respect the casual. See, what you have to understand is that in a lot of cases, most women will do casual as a in-between time, meaning she broke up with her man or they broke up or whatever. And now she is at some point trying to get a new man. So in between her breaking up with her man and trying to get a new man, right? She'll do some casual here and there. But in a lot of cases, if she prefers to be in a relationship, she'll do the casual, but she doesn't take the casual seriously, which means she's not going to take you seriously. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm telling you guys this because what's going to happen is that if you don't know this, you're going to be hooking up with a girl, right? This is going to be your fuck buddy. You're going to be seeing her for maybe, let's say 4 or 5 months, maybe 6 months or whatever, here and there. You see her maybe once, twice a month. Everything is cool. And then all of a sudden, you know, she just like, she just disappears or she's not being as responsive. And you're like, what the fuck was going on? And then you're going to be in your feelings because you don't understand. Shout out to Gaze. He said, I agree. Women really will prioritize you if it's just sex. They have to feel as though there's something more on the horizon. Exactly. Shout out to Monogamous Player in the building. What's going on, Vam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Miss Locario, I donated $10 to Miles.
All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. So what's going on, fam?
Oh, man. Basically, Miss Locario, you just talking about the pros and cons of being a fuckboy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And of course, you know, and I've been there, you know what I'm saying, from my late teens, you know what I'm saying, all the way to my mid-20s, you know what I'm saying, where I was just on some fuckboy shit, you know, other than me. See, a lot of guys don't know how to do this, Miss Locario, and I was one of them, right?
Right.
And I know this is pretty common. Guys don't know how to play the middle. Like either they know how to be a fuckboy or they full relationship simp.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But they don't know how to really play like the in between.
Right.
They kind of, you know, you'll learn that over time with experience, right? So with me not understanding that or me having to learn that, you know what I'm saying, as my life progressed, right? Mr. Locario, there could be times times in my life, right, in my teens or my early 20s, right, where I probably smashed 15 females in a year, right? But it felt like I barely smashed because nothing was consistent.
Right.
Because most of the situations was either pump and dump or it was a mini fling.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? As you say, Mr. Locario, which, right before I called, you said a lot of times, like you have to embrace that if that's what you're about. You know what I'm saying? You can't be in your feelings, but when you just on some fuckboy shit, you can just be that filler guy or that in-between guy or that side guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like whenever I it's almost like whenever I get to you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so,
a fact.
like, to be honest, Mr. Locario, like the best thing that you can probably get, you know what I'm saying, as a fuckboy for its consistency is the girls that actually orbit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Most girls are not going to orbit, but you might have 5 to 10% that throughout your life, because you've been consistent with them, they feel safe with you, they like your sex or whatever the case may be, they're going to orbit around. But even those are not going to be that consistent because it might be years in between. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So as I gotten older, Mr. Locario, I started to like put women that I meet in 2 different categories. Now, of course, Mr. Locario, there are going to be some women that you see that fat ass, you just sexually drawn to them, you just want to smash. That's all you want to do. You see what I'm saying? I put them in that category, and then I can start with the coconut oil massage conversations and me getting straight to the bedroom shit, right? You know what I'm saying? But the girls that I was a little bit interested in, or I wanted to kind of fill out or whatever the case may be, I will start with that first date first. And then on the first date, I would bring up the coconut oil massage and, everything that I'm trying to do. You see what I'm saying? So there was a slightly different approach. You see what I'm saying? But that's how I feel. And I remember I called like a couple of weeks ago and I explained that, like, if you actually want girls to kind of, you actually just want to see where a situation can go, then without giving boyfriend energy, you have to kind of give energy beyond sex a little bit. You see what I'm saying? So kind of create some type of social connection rather than, you just going out for ice cream or y'all just have a good conversation or whatever the case may be, but something outside of that to where there's a comfort level on a girl and she want to continue to come back, even if it's just a fuck buddy situation. But what's your take on that, Mr. Locario?
Yeah, so the thing is, and shout out to Jillian T. She said we always want the hope of more, but at the same time can be content with the fuck buddy. But fuck buddy without the hope will quickly fade, and that's a fact. And this is the thing you guys got to understand is that when you are on some fuck buddy shit and you're just hooking up with women, you're gonna constantly have to replace the women. I think a lot of guys don't understand it, because this is what happened. A guy will be hooking up with a girl. He likes hooking up with her. They're having sex. So he's comfortable in the routine of having sex with this particular woman. But at any time, that could end. You see what I'm saying? And so what will happen is that now he's going to have to replace this chick with a new chick. He gets a new chick. They hook up. Then he's going to have to replace that chick with a new chick. So the thing is that if you guys are out here trying to hook up and do all this stuff, that's great. But understand that you're going to have to put in work finding new women. You see what I'm saying? This is what a lot of guys don't understand.
Yeah, Mr. Locario, like real shit. When I was out here, living my bachelor life, like, even though I will always have like 1 or 2 that's, currently consistent, like the 3rd and 4th spot was always me going out and meeting new women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because as you say, Mr. Locario, women come and go.
That's a fact.
And sometimes they come back. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really worry about that, because as women come and go, you know what I'm saying? If you're dating right, they're going to lead you to the right women. You know what I'm saying? Or better women. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever you trying to look for. So I actually embraced that. You know what I'm saying? As women came and went.
Right.
Because it was just a spot for the next one.
You know what I'm saying? That's real talk.
Yeah.
That's real talk.
Yes, sir. But yeah, Mr. Locario, thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, fam. And see that, and that's the thing that a lot of guys are going to understand with this is if you're hooking up, that's cool. It's fun. It's great. But you have to understand that you're going to always have to put in work to replace. You understand what I'm saying? That is the main thing. You see what I'm saying? Because if you don't understand it, then what will happen is that you'll get complacent with a particular woman, because there's certain women that you'll have as fuck buddies and it could last for, a pretty long time. So then you get used to that. And that kind of becomes like, you look at her as like your side chick, like, oh, this is a side chick. I'll be fucking here and there. But then what happens is as soon as that chick meets another guy that is trying to, be her man and she likes him and then they get together, that's when shit's going to slow up for you with that particular woman. And what I'm saying is that you have to always, 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 always be prepared for that. So if you fucking a girl, right, always understand and see it as this is the last time we could be fucking. You understand what I'm saying? Like this could be literally the last time, because while you're fucking a chick, she's also dating other guys, right? A chick who's your fuck buddy that you've been fucking for 6 months has probably also been dating another guy for 4 months. You see what I'm saying? That's what happened. So you think it came out the blue. No, that guy she's been seeing probably just as long as she's been seeing you. But she knows that you don't want to wife her up, but the other guy wants to wife her up. So guess what's going to happen? She's going to get with that guy. You understand what I'm saying? And so she's going to tell you, hey, listen, we can't do this anymore. I'm sorry. I met somebody and we're trying to do something serious. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's funny. I've gotten that text like hundreds of times. like I could do a whole collage of those texts. It's usually it's funny because I know when it's coming, because what'll happen is it'll be a woman who's been consistent with responding to you and communication. You'll hit her up and then all of a sudden it'll take her, a little bit longer to get back to you. And you're like, wait a second, what's going on? And then you see the text, hey, I've actually, started seeing this other guy and we're it's kind of getting serious. And then this is the thing. They'll say, hey, if anything changes, I'll let you know. That's how you know the woman knows that it was just really casual between you and her. When she says, listen, if this shit don't work out, I will come right back to you. You understand what I'm saying? That's how it works. That's how it works. And so what I'm saying is that you guys have to be able to deal with that. And the thing is that when you're hooking up with these girls, right? If you're the type that catches feelings, then, like quickly and you be all up in your feelings, then casual sex might not be for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? You might need to be one of the niggas that's wifing these chicks up, right? But again, when you're vetting, you still need to vet her for a year. You see what I mean? But that means, and this is why you guys need to get this program, master the vetting process. You understand what I'm saying? Get that program. This means that when you're vetting a woman for a longer term situation, it's a combination of sexual and non-sexual. Now, it does start out just sexual, but then it turns to sexual and non-sexual. And that's the thing that keeps her interested and keeps her coming back for more. Now, what I don't want you guys to do is I don't want you guys to try to, wife up a girl to keep her. You understand? So I don't want you to start thinking, damn, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be, having this casual sex because I really like this girl and I want to keep her. So maybe I should just jump into a relationship or do boyfriendy stuff. No. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that you have to have the understanding that when you are in the situation of just hooking up with the woman, she is not taking you seriously. And the thing is that that's actually a good thing too, because this is the thing. If you just want sex, right? Because there are times where you meet women and you like having sex with her, but you would never wife her up for whatever reason. Maybe she's like, not the type of chick that you would want as a girlfriend, right? Or whatever it is. So that's good that she's not taking you seriously, because then she's not going to bombard you with, oh, where is this going in? And, getting all crazy like that, right? But at the same time, on your end, you have to accept that she's not going to take you seriously, and don't get in your feelings when things change, because they are going to change. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to change. Because what happens is that a woman is not going to just be your fuck buddy indefinitely. She's not just going to be your fuck buddy for forever without getting into some form of relationship. You understand? Now, she might leave you for a while and come back. That could happen, meaning she'll leave you for a while because she's in a relationship with another dude, and then that fizzles out, and then she may come back. But what I'm saying is that you're not going to have a fuck buddy situation, and then a woman's going to be dating and meeting other guys, and then she meets a guy she likes. He wants to be in a relationship with her, and then she's going to be like, oh, you know what? Fuck this relationship shit. I'm just going to stay with my fuck buddy I see every 1 to 2 months, one to 2 times a month. It's not going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? That is not going to happen. You understand? A chick is not going to choose or dismiss a relationship to stay your fuck buddy. It's not going to happen. So you guys have to understand that. So once you understand that, then you're cool. So whenever you get that text where the girl is like, hey, you know, I met somebody else. And this is the funny part. A lot of times when chicks would hit me with that, I'd be like, yo, congratulations. Hope everything works out. But, you know, if it doesn't, holla back at your boy. You understand what I'm saying? Holler back at your boy, right? Because the thing is, I'm glad that she got into the relationship because, you know, I wasn't going to do it. I was not going to do it. I was not going to do it. Right? And you got to understand that that's the reality of the situation. And if you don't understand that's the reality of the situation, then you're going to get caught up. You understand? You're going to feel some type of way. Right? Because the thing is this, it feels good to have a chick on call. It's a good thing. You're like, hey, you know what? I want to, you know, fuck tonight. Let me go call so-and-so or call so-and-so. But this is why it's good that you have a roster. You have a few women that you're fucking with. Right? Because you're going to constantly you're going to constantly need to replace. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta make sure you're doing that. But guys, call in. We got 4 free calls left. We still got 4 free calls. So you guys should be calling in. The calling number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. So call up. You feel what I'm saying? You guys can call up if you have a question, put a Q in the chat. Let me see what some of these questions are saying. This says, first time watching. Shout out to you, Locario. I'm 21. Me and my boy are going to do a 2-man for the first. I hate that phrase. 2-man just sounds super.
Yes. Yes.
For the first time tomorrow, to holler at chicks in groups. So the question is, how should I be a solid 2-man? Well, first of all, let's stop calling it 2-man. Because that shit sound crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think the 2-man is when 2 guys are going out to holler at chicks. That's what I think it means. But it sounds very, very moist. But anyway, so if you're going out with your boy, hollering at chicks, right? You know, that could be fun. Just make sure that, you know, your boy also is, you know, putting in work and not being dead weight. And also make sure your boy ain't a fucking simp. And what I mean by that is that your boy should also be, you know, talking and not just hanging around. Because sometimes what happens is that you'll have a friend who he's scared to talk to women or he don't have any conversation skills. So y'all will go up to women and now you got to do all the work. He's just sort of standing around and that just makes the whole situation awkward and weird and sort of brings down the energy, right? You guys have to know how to play off each other. You understand what I'm saying? Pause. He said, we just called it going out, all these heteroflexible terms. Exactly. So you gotta, you know, just go out there and have those conversations. Just make sure that, you know, you and your boy are at this, you know, on the same page. You know what I'm saying? before you go into talking to the women, you know, because this is the thing. This is what we used to do. We would say, so when me and Miles will go out, we would see some women. Let's say we saw 2 or 3 women and we approached them. But before we approached them, he'd be like, you know, I'd say, which one you want and which one does he want? So we would pick which one we want before we approach. Right now, sometimes what'll happen is this: the one that I wanted, I would see that she would be interested in Miles and vice versa. So sometimes we would notice that and just switch it up and switch it around. You see what I'm saying? Because even though when we first went up there in our mind, we're like, okay, I want to fuck with girl A and Miles want to fuck with girl B, right? Girl, you know, A might be into Miles, so I'll pass her off to Miles. You see what I'm saying? And then I'll talk to the other girls. You see what I mean? But let me see what these other questions. I position myself in all areas with girls be on. Oh, wait. With girls be on, but no girl wants me. They always reject me. What should I do? This, fam, you asked the same question the other show. Get coaching. That's what you need to do. You understand what I'm saying? Get coaching. You said, can you go deeper into this topic on the membership? I mean, I could, you know, find some way to, you know, talk about it more, but we'll see. So, how you feel about the T app? So I've been hearing a lot about this T app shit. They said that, I think, isn't it like I don't know too much about it, but they were saying that it's like women can get on it. It's kind of like the group that they have on Facebook, Are We Dating the Same Guy type of thing. And I think women are on there talking about different guys and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miles in the building. Miles is on the road. Don't show them no street signs. You don't know what, you don't want them to know where you at.
Oh yeah.
Don't show them no street signs. Miles is on Mars right now with Jay. They're on another planet. They're not even on Earth right now. so don't go.
That's facts. We're someplace different. That's
right.
Facts.
Exactly. They're in a whole different dimension. So don't be trying. So what's going on with your Miles? What's popping?
Chilling, man. Literally just came off the plane, and it's a time difference, so we can't even check in until like way later. Like we can't check in until your 8 o'clock.
That's crazy. Damn. So you're gonna be out there for me.
So yeah,
I'm gonna be out.
It's gonna be out there. So I just wanted to check in real quick, man, and and that's a good question. Info that this T app situation is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've been keeping track of that, Locario.
Yeah, that's crazy. Shit is wild because I heard they you know passing around pictures and information and the thing that's crazy about it is that you know somebody could really just be lying about somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And you know how a woman's story is always going to be different because she's not gonna keep the story the facts. She's gonna keep the story based on how she feel about what happened.
Right. Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So she gonna exaggerate. She gonna be dramatic, and she gonna make that dude look as bad as he could possibly look because she wants him to hurt how she hurt when he smashed and dashed or whatever the hell it was. You feel me?
Right.
So, and that's why the app itself is so dangerous because is a and I heard somebody say this on the video. They said it was literally created for hurt people to hurt people.
That's what.
So it's real talk. It's real talk. But I heard that the dudes have their own app, and it's getting crazy because a lot of dudes is exposing chicks for having trains run on them and all this other stuff. So I don't know what's going to happen. You know,
all of that is stupid though because but it's also dangerous because see this is why receipts and all that other shit is not good. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're really not supposed to know what other people are doing outside of you. You understand what I'm saying? Like you're not supposed to know. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to know. And the reason why you're not supposed to know is because whenever you're dealing with a woman, your world is different than the world that's created with another man. You see what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
you can't judge. That's like if they had a T app version for guys, right? And a dude is like, don't mess with this girl because she's a gold digger. And I'll be like, well, yeah, she's a gold digger to you because you tricking. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't mean nothing to me. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Or like a woman might be on the T app talking about, yo, this guy, you know, he just uses women for sex. It's like, no, he used you for sex because he wasn't that attracted to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's no one is the same way.
Exactly.
That's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? Shit is wild, man.
Exactly.
Shit is wild, man.
But but what you were saying, what the topic you was talking about though, is very important for guys to. It's very important for guys who actually want to be in the fuck buddy like situation.
Mhm.
It's very important for guys to like not get in their feelings, bro. Like that's a really big deal right there.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like dudes gotta understand, like you can't get in your feelings. You can't, you know, like what you were saying earlier, like if it fizzles out, or if she's not as consistent as a chick that you trying to vet, you can't like let that bother you.
Right.
You understand? And you can't really hold it against them. You can't hold it against them the same way. Like you really gotta understand, like, you know, the dynamics of what you actually see. The thing is, it's funny because a lot of guys don't understand that what they want from a woman dictates the dynamics of the landscape.
Right.
You
Mm-hmm.
see what I'm saying? Because a lot of dudes, majority of dudes that call in, when we ask them, you know, why do you want a woman, or why do you want to highlight this girl? He was like, oh, because I just want to smash.
Mm.
Right. But at the same time, he talking about he want a chick with a low body count.
Right.
He want her to be consistent, and he want all of this. He want her to be wifey material. But all you trying to do is smash, though.
Right.
You see
Exactly.
what I'm saying? So you got to be realistic about what you want. It's like don't go into Burger King, ask for a burger, and then expect a steak dinner.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like you
Mhm.
already know why you went to a fast food spot. You want to get fast food.
Right.
You want to get some regular shit to eat. So the thing is that you have to be aware of what you're asking for, because most of the time that dictates the landscape, that dictates the dynamics and the rules of engagement. You see what I'm saying?
Real talk. So let's take this call real quick. 701 what's popping? Who this?
Is this Nate?
Nate, what's going on? You taking a free call or you donated?
Yeah, if this is a free call, I take it.
All right, cool. So what's going on with you?
Yeah, so if a woman's like requesting stuff, but like you ignore the request, but you only focus on her coming over, and she does that, is that still a woman you still fuck with?
So what do you mean? Give me an example.
Like she texts me like, hey, can you buy me food? And I just ignored it, right? I didn't even reply to her. And then I texted her to come over, and she came over. And, you know, we did her thing, and she left.
Right. No, well, the thing is that if she can request whatever she want, you know what I'm saying? As long as you are not responding to the request, and all you're worried or you're paying attention to is she doing what you say? Now, the thing is, though, you still want to keep in mind that she's even asking that, because part of her asking that is because she may see you or view you a certain way. You see what I'm saying? So you can still tell her come over and smash, but just keep that in the back of your mind. Like, okay, well, yeah, she, you know, the fact that she would even come out of her mouth and say that is a problem. You see what I'm saying?
The question is, have you fed her before?
Oh yeah, did you feed her before?
Say what?
Did you feed her before?
Nah, like we never went on a date.
Okay,
I don't know what she. Yeah.
So wait, you just met her, or you met her off an app and you told her to come straight to the crib?
Nah, I met her because we used to work at FedEx. I met her at FedEx.
Wait. So y'all work together?
Yeah, I met her at FedEx.
No.
We don't work together no more. No more. We don't work together.
No. But y'all worked together before, yes?
Yeah. That's where I met her. Yeah.
Hold on, let me hit him with the button. Come on, fam. You got to tell the whole. I'm thinking you talking about some random chick you met off of Tinder. So this is a girl you know.
No, I met her at FedEx. Like that's where we met, and then we just started fucking with each other. But we don't work there no more. Like we don't work at FedEx.
No. This is what I'm asking you. This was your coworker, yes?
When I met her, yes, we were working together. Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that that's why she's asking you to buy food, because she already thinks y'all are cool like that. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But we weren't talking at work though. Like it was just some like I got her number and then.
So wait. How long?
She works at a different department. Like it's not like we talk at work.
So you've never. So how do you know y'all work together? If you never talked to her or seen her, what? Like how'd you know?
Because what do you mean? I saw her at work.
So if you saw her at work,
I went up to her. Yeah, I went up to her and got her number, and then we just started fucking with each other. But like, we don't talk at work.
So this is what I'm saying. Have you seen her? Have y'all said hi and bye at any point before you got her number?
No, no. My
has
friend
she? Hold on. Now, has she seen you before? Have y'all seen each other in passing multiple times before you got her number?
Jason, let me know.
At work? Yeah. I see her passing at work. Yeah, like we.
Okay, so this is what I'm trying to tell you. So I'm saying is within this context.
He took her to lunch.
Right, exactly. Did you?
He took her to lunch.
So this is what I'm saying. Within this context, she thought y'all was on some cool shit because you've already seen her multiple times.
Thank you.
You see what I'm saying?
Work.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You've already. So what I'm saying is
we ain't speak though. We just
it don't matter. Call her. It don't matter. Why didn't you holler at her the first time you met her at work?
It looked thick.
Oh no,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is you took a while to holler at her at work. How long was it before you, from the time you met her to the time you hollered at her and got her number? How much time passed?
My friend told me like.
Your friend?
I said a good like 2-3 weeks before I like he told me, then like 2-3 weeks later I got her number. Like
wait, who told you what? What are you talking about?
Like my phone was like, yo, that chick is like checking you out, and that's when I noticed.
Caller, what I'm saying is that you saw her and she saw you for what? You said 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'll say 2, bro.
Okay,
yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So y'all worked at the same spot. Y'all seen each other already for 2 weeks, and then you got her number. Then this is why she's asking you for food. That's what I'm saying.
Huh.
You see what I'm saying? Now, what I'm saying is that what should have happened was if you were gonna holler at her, it should have been the first time you saw her.
First time.
You see what I'm saying? So the fact that you were keeping it very cordial and cool, she thinks y'all are cordial and cool. That's why she asking you for food.
But one,
I'm ignoring the food part, but she's still coming through. Like she's still good. Like still. Yo, what's up?
I'll give the caller a little bit of credit. The fact that you ignored her request and just kept it business. So
right.
That's good. That's good on your part. But we just trying to explain to you why she would be coming at you that way, in case you didn't understand why. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, but she still come through. Like even though I ignore her, like she still come through and like she don't complain. So that's why I'm like, just continue to ignore her, or like when does it get like, she keeps asking me, I gotta let her go, or like this. As long as because it's not bothering me. So like.
No, but this is the thing though. This is the thing, is that, you know, if and this is just like the caller Rekka, right? What you guys have to do is you have to, and this is the tricky part, because you want to, it's like when it's a fuck buddy situation or a chick that's not really your girl or whatever, you don't want to come off too strong with kind of like telling her what it needs to be. This is why you want to just deal with women who just, you know, is cooperating off rip. But the reason why you need to strike while the iron is hot at the moment, because you want them to have that perspective and perception of you. So the fact that you took so long to talk to her,
yeah,
she perceives you as somebody that she's comfortable enough with to ask for food. You see what I'm saying? Now, what you should have done was that when she came over and y'all hooked up, when she was leaving, you was just say, hey, listen, we should do this again, but don't be asking me for no food ever again in your life. You know what I'm saying?
I can still do it though. I can still do that.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. You have to be able to create the narrative that you want to happen in the situation. You see what I'm saying?
So you think if I tell her right now, like, yo, like, stop with all that?
No.
Don't do it no more. Like, don't do it right now.
No.
Nah, leave it alone.
Right. So
Just keep it business like you've been doing it.
yeah, just tell her to
keep ignoring it.
No. Call her to come over again if you want to smash. What happens is that in the actual situation, that's when you can bring it up. So she comes over. Let's say you hit her up.
Okay, in the moment. It has to be in the moment.
No. What I'm saying is this: if she hits you, if you hit her up and say, "Hey, come over Friday to hook up," she says, "Cool."
Yeah.
Right. And then let's say she says, "Hey, can I get some food?" Right. You just say, "Hey, come through so we can hook up." She comes through. Y'all hook up. When she's about to leave, you say, "Hey, listen, this is fun.
Yeah.
We could do this again, but I'm gonna need you to chill with asking me for food because I'm not buying you no food." You understand that? But this is what you should have said the first time. But then what you should have did the first time you saw her was holler at her the first time, so she wouldn't have said anything about food the first time. You see how everything is connected? The fact that she asked you about food is because you took too long to set something up with her when you first met her. You see what I'm saying? And now you're taking longer to tell her about the food. Now, this is what I'm saying. If you tell her to come through,
No, the reason I'm bringing up the food because it's not bothering me. Like, I'm just ignoring.
No. Call her. It's not about if it bothers you. What I'm saying is she's going to act in certain ways and do other things because she thinks it's okay for her to talk about food. So now she's gonna come into your crib. You know what she's gonna do? She's gonna sit on your couch and put her feet up on your fucking coffee table.
She ain't gonna do that.
No, she will, because that's what I'm trying to tell you. Because this is the thing. She feels comfortable enough around you to act that way. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So basically what I'm saying is this: when you deal with women, they need to know, right, what's okay and what's not okay. And they know what is okay or what's not okay by what you tell them to do and how you come at them from the beginning. You see what I'm saying? So from the beginning, you already fucked up by seeing her for 2 weeks back and forth, smiling and grinning. And then finally, and notice, you said you only hollered at her once your boy said something about her, yes?
When I noticed her, like, I wasn't like...
Stop lying.
Why the fuck you lying?
Stop lying,
fam. No, like, that's what I noticed her, bro. Like, I be posting when I'm working. And he's like, damn, like, that girl keeps staring. I'm like, ooh. And I looked at her, and she's like, that ass staring over here.
So wait. When you looked, hold on. When you looked at her, that's when you got her number?
No. That's what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I ain't get her number.
That's what I'm saying. You do.
Yo, why do these dudes call in and we trying to explain it to them and they act like they know better than us? You called it. How you gonna call in and then when I'm telling you exactly what it is, you're like, nah.
Come on, fam. This is what I'm trying to tell you. She asked you about food because you were being friendly and cool and cordial to her before you asked for the number. You see what I'm saying?
Would that be like her level of interest? Would that be medium then? Right now, if I started off like that, or low, medium?
No. What I'm saying is, it's not necessarily where it's medium or low, whatever. What I'm saying is her perception of you is that you are not the guy that she just has sex with. You are the guy she has sex with, but also might buy her food. But she thinks that way because you're the guy who was smiling and kikiing and doing all that other shit for 2 weeks before you said anything.
Yeah, that indicates that shit.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Caller. Here's what you gotta understand. Listen, caller. Listen. When you do stuff like that, where instead of getting at her straight, like, yo, this is what I want from you. See, look, until you tell a woman exactly what you want from her, she is going to use that as space to get what she wants from you.
Exactly.
You understand? So when you when you chill, when you act like, oh, it's all good, we cool, we co-workers, I know you, you know me, we acquaintances, and we all good. A female is going to take that as space to be able to ask you for what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So that's and you trying to act like it's not a big deal. That's very dangerous on your part.
Right.
You need to know that. You need to know that the fact that she decided to ask you to bring food and all that is a big deal. You understand? Because
That shit
that be
bigger
the
than
type
it
of
is.
woman. That be the type of girl that she'll steal something from your house just because she feel like you owe her something.
That's a fact.
And she feel like I owe her something because of what? How do I owe you something?
Because she coming to your crib to smash. She giving you what you want, and
Okay,
a lot
yeah,
of women.
okay, I got you.
A lot of women feel like most the average woman today is not going to think that sex is an even exchange. So she's going to think that because she's coming over, she's not complaining, and y'all smashing, that you're getting what you want.
Right.
And then secretly she's feeling like she's not getting what she wants. So she'll mess around and do something like steal something from your house, or she'll go into your kitchen and just start eating something, and then you come out the bedroom and you see her eating, and you're like, I ain't tell you could go in my fridge. And then she gonna start laughing and smiling like it's a joke or something. And then you're gonna start saying to her, like, yo, this is crazy. You see what I'm saying? Like she gonna start doing stuff that you don't understand. She gonna leave stuff at your house. She gonna start doing a lot of weird stuff. You understand? So you got to be careful with that. You got to be careful. And again, Locario is correct. The reason why she's behaving like this is because you weren't direct. You were not direct. You didn't let her know that this is only about one thing. So now she's exercising her, she's exercising her right to see if it's more than that, if she could get something else out of you.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm gonna definitely mention that when she's come over. When she's
Right, but this is what I'm saying. You don't need to mention it until it happens again. Do you understand?
Okay, until she asks me. Okay,
yes. Right. That's what I'm saying. All right.
Bet.
All right, caller.
Hello. Yeah, I have another question. I'm gonna donate $5. I'm gonna call back. All
right, appreciate you. All right, so guys, call up. Caller number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. So let me see what some more. Okay, we got. I think this is Efosa. Efosa, what's going on, fam?
Take the free call.
All right, what's going on with you?
I do an analogy. The steak is the guy with game and got his shit together. The steak is healthy and delicious, right?
Mm-hmm.
The broccoli is the guy, is the guy who's got his shit together, but who's not sexually appealing. The broccoli.
Efosa, why you stealing my metaphors?
No. I made that. I didn't know you make that.
Efosa's like, I came up with that.
The donuts is the sexually appealing guy, but does not have his shit together.
Yo, Efosa's been so deep in the game, he don't even realize. He was like, did I come up with that shit? Maybe Locario. But no, but at least you get the metaphor. So basically what you're saying is, because I use pizza and salad. So I would say salad is good for you, but pizza is more attractive. You see what I'm saying? So that's what happens when the dynamic between when a guy is, trying to attract a woman is that guys will say, well, I'm a good guy and I'm so good for her. I would treat her like a queen. I'd be better for her. And it's like, yeah, actually you would. You are a good guy. You would be treating her nice and you would be consistent and all this other stuff. The fact is you're the salad. Nobody wants to eat the salad. You understand what I'm saying? They want to eat the pizza. The pizza tastes better. It's more enjoyable. So they'll pick the pizza over what's actually healthier for them. You see what I'm saying? That's how attraction works. You see what I mean?
And I think you and Miles and the ingredient on TV, y'all the steak. Y'all delicious and healthy.
Pause.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all the steak. You know what I'm saying?
Chill, folks. Chill.
No, I'm saying that the people in the real getting on TV, they're the steak. Because it's healthy and tastes good.
Great, yeah. Yeah, a lot of meat, folks. A lot of meat.
Pause. Exactly. He said,
you know what I'm saying?
Yo, they said they got to sign up for Efosa's membership. Exactly. K-Zaga said never refer to a man as delicious. That's a fact.
Never.
Wasn't that,
You get what I'm saying, right?
right?
You
Wasn't
get what I'm saying?
that was
Never.
Cedric the Entertainer's joke. He was like, he met a nigga named Delicious. It's like, I'm not calling no grown man Delicious.
Yeah, I'm on my bad. But you know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I must look too good.
You know, we talk about emotional.
We understand the we understand the metaphor, Efosa, but
Right,
just don't ever call another man delicious. Don't do that.
All right, Efosa, man. We appreciate the call, fam. All right.
All right.
All right, Mala, peace. Oh man, that's hilarious. That is fucking hilarious.
You guys are delicious and nutritious. Yo, the game is mad nutritious with y'all.
701. What's going on?
70. Yeah, he just donated.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. So what's going on?
Yeah, I was looking at your clothing and it says "No Lives Matter." What do you mean by that?
Did you really? Did you really call in to ask what does "No Lives Matter" mean? Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's just a play on Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? So that's just really all it is. It's saying "No Lives Matter." You know what I mean? Because
I thought it was like some deeper shit.
Or the play on "All Lives Matter," because they have "All Lives Matter," "Black Lives Matter," and we just say "No Lives Matter." You know what I'm saying? So it's just a play on that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, you good.
Does he call him? Oh my God, you're hilarious. All right, brother.
Well, hello. Yeah, I can ask you another question. If
ask us a real question. Go ahead.
Ask a real question.
This is happening with my sister and her husband. His mom they don't get along. My sister and his mom. So, who would you like? Would you prioritize somebody more, or like how would you handle that? Like how would you?
Wait. What's the question? You said your sister and your mom don't get along?
No, my sister and her husband's mom. They don't really get along.
Okay, and so
he's not really doing anything about it because he says like he's just gonna let them be. But would you prioritize? Would you pick your wife over your mom, or like how would you handle that? Like how would you?
Oh, I wouldn't pick none of them. I'd just be like, that's their problem. That ain't my problem.
So you would just let them like hate each other?
Yeah, they can hate each other all they want. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does that got to do with you?
Wait, he's talking about his parents?
Yeah, so he's saying his sister and his my
sister and her husband's mom
and her husband's mom don't get along. So his sister and his mother and her mother-in-law don't get along.
So what does that have to do with him?
Yeah, like should he just like sit back and just like, or should he intervene and be like, yo, y'all need to like get along, or
do they live together or something?
Nah, but like she needs to be taken care of. Like she's older, so like sometimes my sister will go there and try and help her, but like she don't. I guess she'd be yelling at her and stuff. They don't get along.
No, you're better off trying to fix your own problems. Don't do this. Don't waste your time trying to fix somebody else's problems.
Don't do. Because I try to tell him like, yo, like you should really talk to them and tell them like chill out. But he's telling me like,
no, she needs to focus on her. She needs to focus on her man. That's what your sister needs to focus on her man. That's what she needs to do. Trying to win over the mother don't mean nothing. Because naturally speaking, the mother gonna pass before all that. So she need to focus on her husband. That's what she need to do.
All right.
But again, you shouldn't be trying to solve other people's problems.
So what?
You shouldn't be trying to solve other people's problems.
Right.
No, I would just.
They look like
I got a question. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, caller. Well, we appreciate the call, fam. Yes, sir. All right, so guys, call up 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number.
Let me see what some of these questions are saying real quick. You
How
said
many free calls? How many free calls you got left?
we got 2 free
How many
calls
free calls
left.
you got left?
We got 2. We got 2 free calls.
2 free
So guys,
calls.
we got 2 free calls. So call up. Says what you're saying is women's casual partners get shit tests more than serious partners. No, what we're saying is that if a chick is just fucking a guy, her perception is that is not as meaningful as something that could be longer term. Because remember, women want non-sexual attention, and they want a man who cares about them, who's going to be consistent with them, and yada 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 yada. Right? So what happens is that if y'all are just having sex, even though the sex can be good and she enjoys it and she likes having sex with you, she still feels like, well, this is just it. I don't really take you seriously. You don't take me seriously, because the thing is this: for a woman, if you just want to have sex with her, right? She feels like, kind of low key, you kind of dissing her, because she's like, well, why you just want to have sex? How come you don't want to like hang out and talk and take me out and do all this other shit? You see what I'm saying? so of course they're gonna look at you a certain way.
It's interesting because you bringing that up reminds me that a lot of people don't realize that sex has a purpose beyond pleasure, sex has a purpose beyond pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to understand that if we're just trying to have sex for pleasure, there's going to be dynamics that we have to respect within that situation.
Mm-hmm.
So what I mean is this: is that if you're just trying to have sex with a woman, naturally he's going to look at you like, well, why aren't we having sex for the original purpose? Meaning, why aren't we having sex to make a baby, to start a family, and for you to protect me as the mother of your children?
Right.
So she's gonna naturally have that inclination.
Mm.
So you have to know what you're doing when this is why game is so important. You have to know exactly what you're doing when you're approaching a woman just for the pleasure of it.
Right.
You understand? This is why it makes more sense to be honest, to have a masculine identity, and to know what you want, and know how you want it, and be able to articulate it.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's gonna naturally have questions, especially if she likes you like that. You
Right.
understand? Meaning that she gonna want you, she gonna want to have your baby.
Mm-hmm.
But bro, let me tell you something. I haven't, and most dudes know what I'm talking about, but I have never, and I'm sure you could attest to this too.
Mm-hmm.
I have never had a woman force me to put on a condom.
Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly.
I have always been the one to enforce putting on a condom.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So what guys need to understand is that when you out here just trying to have F buddies or whatever, you have to understand what you're asking, and what the situation is. Like, a lot of guys don't, and this is the part of the game that a lot of guys don't, when you don't respect the game, when you don't understand the dynamics of the game, you don't even know what you're asking for.
Right.
You see
Exactly.
what I'm saying? You don't actually know what you're asking for. You think, oh yeah, I'm just trying to smash. What's the problem? And it's like, yeah, contextually, there's no real problem, but you have to understand the original purpose of sex is to procreate, make babies, and to have families, or at least to procreate, not necessarily to have families, but that's the original thing. So when a woman, when you're coming at a woman, psychologically, she's like, oh, why doesn't he want me to have his babies?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So like you said, she's gonna question it because she realizes he likes me, but only to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? He likes me based on the pleasure that I can provide with my vagina, but he doesn't like me beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And so that's the part that a lot of guys have to realize. So that's why you have to know what you're asking for, and you have to know how to ask for it, which is why you got to get this game, which is why you got to, for example, go to shop Locario and make sure you get how to master the vetting process, because
that's a fact.
See,
real talk.
The key with the mastering the vetting process program is that you talk about how to do it for long-term and short-term situations.
Mm-hmm.
You see what
Right.
I'm saying? So you could vet a woman for the original purpose, and you could vet a woman for just the pleasure. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? But the point is, vetting is a part of you understanding the game and understanding what to ask for and how to ask for it.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. And it's also for you to set your expectations too, because if you start getting all in your feelings based on, what's happening, then you're not going to be able to correctly have the situations you're asking for. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, dudes is like, yo, I want to fuck all the bad bitches. Okay,
Exactly.
cool. So if you want to do that, then you got to understand that, hey, some of them ain't going to take you seriously. They're going to come in and out of your life. You probably going to be in your feelings because you got a tender dick. You know what I'm saying? And then that's going to be it. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you guys got to understand that shit. You got to understand that. So let me see what some more of these questions are saying. Says regarding yesterday's podcast, another thing you can add is that it isn't truly that an intact hymen proves virginity. There's no way to really tell if a woman is a virgin. Well, again, this is why you shouldn't give a fuck, because it don't even mean anything. You know what I'm saying? If she is a virgin or not, that means nothing. You see what I'm saying? Like y'all be thinking that even means a thing. It means nothing. So this says, is hooking up part of
Is hooking up
game
part of the numbers game?
Well, in order to hook up, you got to play the numbers game.
What does that mean?
You know what I'm saying? Everything is the numbers game. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to play the numbers game to get any type of thing going on in any of your dating situations. You see what I'm saying? So that's a given. All right, what this says right here. Is it possible we can be content being alone without a woman and needing sex and not?
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back in a little bit.
All right, cool. So it says, is it possible we can be content being alone without a woman and not needing sex? Well, the thing is this is, you don't need a woman to be content, right? But the thing is that if you are trying to renounce it, right, then that's going to be an issue. So what a lot of people do is that they'll try to renounce it. So it's one thing if you say, hey, I'm just doing this thing. This thing doesn't involve women or sex, and I'm just living my life doing this particular situation or circumstance. But if you're like, I'm not dealing with women, fuck that, or I'm celibate and all this other stuff, and you're trying to renounce the situation, then you're tying yourself to the situation, but you're renouncing it because you feel that you really, really need it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what really happened. So it's not a bad thing to, be in a situation where you're not having sex or you're not with a woman. That's whatever. But if you are purposely renouncing it, then that's an issue. You see what I'm saying? This says, if you want to exchange STD test results before hooking up, is it better to bring that up before the second meet, or is there no difference if you wait until the third meet? Well, this is the thing is, if you're going to do that, then, do that as soon as possible. You understand what I'm saying? So that if you are going, you don't have to wait till the third meet for sex to happen. If you do that as soon as possible with the chick, and the chick has to be down with, doing that also with you, as far as like, you guys seeing each other's tests and all that other stuff. Me personally, I'm not going throug't all of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not sitting there meeting a chick and be like, hey, let's you go get tested first and I'm going to go get tested and then we'll have sex. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. You understand? I'll wear, I meet a chick, I wear a condom. We're good. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of y'all got to understand that, a lot of times, and you guys should actually check out Caleb Jones's video where he breaks down the STD stuff and how, a lot of you guys are scared of certain things, but it's not really as scary as you guys think. So I suggest that's required viewing. Go to Caleb Jones's channel, Alpha Male 2.0, and he has a whole video about STDs. So you should definitely check that out. Says, I was flirting with this female before texting, and I told her I can turn maybes into moans if you're interested. She said she felt disrespected. Oh my goodness. Listen, man, that chick, she ain't into you, fam. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. She's not into you. That's why she said that. Said, are they not taking you serious because the dick isn't good? Seems like most of my hookups end up with them catching feelings for more after it was understood that I'm not in a space, I guess you say, for a relationship. No, it's not about the dick being good. The dick, it's not about the dick not being good. The dick can still be good if she's not going to take you seriously. Now, if you're saying your hookups end up with them catching feelings for more, then usually what you're doing is you're doing more than just hooking up. Like you're doing boyfriendy shit. Let's go to 239. 239, what's popping? Who this?
Hey, this is Caleb. I'm just asking, do you have any free calls?
Yeah, go ahead.
From Boca.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to donate after. I just got a new phone. Do I sound better?
No, you good? Yeah, you good.
All right, cool. I watched that video from Caleb Jones. I just have a quick question. He mentioned that he, at times, will smash girls raw. Based on the situation, and he's not really, and he hasn't gotten any STDs. I want like kind of your perspective on, like, basically we wouldn't do it anyway, correct?
I mean, well, I wouldn't be smashing no chick raw unless it's my girl. You understand what I'm saying? But the thing is, it depends on the guy. So, like, let's say, especially if you are a non-monogamous person, which I know he is, right? Because he may have other relationships with women that he may do that with, who's actual women that he's with, not like randos. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay, that clarifies what he's saying.
Right.
Okay.
You see what I mean? It's not like just a random chick he's gonna be smashing without a condom. It's a chick that he's like with. You see what I mean?
Exactly. I would clarify I haven't smashed any chicks raw, by the way.
Right. So
it's just a question based on the video.
Right. Nah, don't be going crazy doing that type of shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Gotcha. I'm gonna donate 5 when I get off. I'm gonna get on my computer and do that.
All right,
I appreciate the show.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, fam. All right. So guys, call up. We got another maybe 25 minutes, and then we gonna wrap it up. Let me see what some of these questions are saying. Let me see if we have any more questions. Says, so Locario, if we are always starting out as fuck buddies, is it that the woman should only get serious when the man gets serious? No, what I'm saying is that her perspective and perception is that we're just fucking. You understand? Now, when you're starting out as a fuck buddy situation in the vetting process, if you are looking at it as her having potential for long-term situation, what happens is, and I can't say too much because you actually got to get the program, because then I'll be like, talking too much. But there's a different way that you are hooking up with a girl if you're vetting her for long term versus if you're vetting her just for casual situations. You see what I'm saying? So it's a different way that you go about it. So you got to get that program and it'll explain everything. Says, based off a point you made that if she wasn't with fucking on the first link, so you tell them, you have my number, call me when you're ready. Ain't that doing it on her terms? No. So what happens is that if you're in a situation where you want to make something happen, right? And the woman is showing sexual interest, right? But within that particular situation, sex can't happen, right? Then you're like, hey, well, listen, let's do this another time. We're not talking about a woman who's refusing to have sex with you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like you're on a date with a girl and she says, you're trying to hook up with her, and she says, oh, I'm not like that. I'm not that type of girl. Why would you act that way or whatever? Or, hey, if you think I'm going to have sex with you, something wrong with you, blah, blah, blah. If she's giving you that type of energy, right? You're not going to give her another opportunity to make this happen, right? What we're talking about is you're on a date with a chick, right? And she's like, oh, like y'all are kissing, y'all are touching and all this other stuff. And shit's getting hot and heavy. And then she wants to have sex, but she's like, oh, I don't know, because I'm on my period right now. He's like, all right, well, listen, here's my number. Hit me back when you're ready to make this happen, right? Or you about to fuck a chick or whatever, and then she's like, oh, you know, I want to do this, but I got to get up at 6. It's almost like midnight and blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, cool. Let's do this again tomorrow or next week or whatever. You got my number. Hit me up, right? Now, in some situations, if the chick really is really feeling you, right, she will still miss out on sleep to make it happen. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm not saying is that if a chick is showing disinterest, meaning that she is basically blatantly letting you know that she is refusing sexual situations in that moment, right? You don't need to give her no other opportunity to make that happen because she's already saying that she's not interested in making that happen. You see what I'm saying? So depending upon the context, right, it's different. It's not. It's the candle that's left in the wind, you understand, in the window, is not for women who's outright rejecting sex. That's what I'm talking about. You understand what I'm saying? So let me where we at with this? What does it take to date younger women? You go up to them and then you talk to them and then you tell them, hey, come meet me for a drink or a date. What do you mean? What does it take to date younger women? You talk to them. It's that simple. So how do we supposed to remember all this stuff with a woman? All what stuff? I don't know what you're talking about. Loon, you got to call up. What's the stuff that you got to remember? I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Says me and my boys are gonna do oh yeah, we already did that one. Says I don't like having sex for too long. I prefer to only have sex for 5 minutes and get a quick nut because sex is too much work. How can I get women who are down for 5 minutes of sex and keep a rotation? Well, you just get women who are sexually compatible with you. So you have sex with women who have the same sex drive and who feel the same way. You feel what I'm saying? So you basically have to find women that you're sexually compatible with. That's all it is. That is all it is. It says, I'm going to get the Bad Boy membership tonight. Do you get a copy of the Game Kings complimentary with the Bad Boy membership, or do you still have to buy it? So you get the Game Kings 1, and then you get the, I think the New York seminar on the Bad Boy membership. So, you know, so you can, but you'll see it all on the page or whatever when you go through. Said, I heard you saying in a past video that shouldn't talk sexual with women over text. Why is that? Well, I was talking about when you guys are on, especially the dating apps, but also through text. A lot of times what happens is that if you haven't had sex with a woman, right, there's no reason to be texting or anything sexual, because a lot of times tone is, you can't interpret tone through text. You understand? So you should actually be on the phone, having a phone conversation or FaceTime, if that's the case, if that's what you want to do. But what I would suggest is do not be texting chicks, sexual shit that you haven't fucked yet. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you already had sex with a woman and you can text her some sexual shit if you want, and it's being, related to the sex you guys already had. But if you just met a girl randomly at the bar or you match with a girl on Tinder, then it doesn't make sense to text sexual. You want to have a conversation and talk sexual. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Let me see. Does the monk mode is good option for most men since marriage is dead? What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about with any of that question that you asked. You gotta, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. You're gonna have to call up, Dasher. We still got one free call left. One free call left, people. One free call left. And if you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your question. So we got one free call left. So call up. 561. What's popping? Who's this? You taking a free call or you don't need it?
What's going on, Mr. Ed? Can I donate with you while on the phone?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Just
Yeah, what
we still got a free
donation is it my? Because I don't know if you use game while you're you're by yourself.
it's $ miles in a game. $miles in a game on Cash App. But what's your question? Go ahead. You could do it after. What's the question?
Since I didn't know it was a free call, so like I'm gonna donate after this question if you don't mind, so you can get that free call back.
All right, cool. So what's the question?
Hey, so I have a question, man. So first of all, I appreciate your teachings, man. You know, I was your student of the game through the private membership you had, and like now this is where I'm going through. I feel like I want to depart my player ways because I found my religion, and I know you're stating that the game has nothing to do with women, but like what you really want to do with yourself. So, like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, basically, me giving up my promiscuous ways to pursue my religion.
Okay, so what's your religion?
Christianity.
Okay, and so this Christianity says you can't be promiscuous.
Yes.
Where does it say that at? What's the passage?
Well, it basically states like it can't be any like sexual immorality.
Okay, so what's sexual immorality?
So any premarital sex.
So in the Bible it says that you can't have sex until you get married
outside of your marriage, correct?
Okay, and so are you following that?
Yes.
So when's the last time you had sex?
I'm not gonna lie to you, it's been like 4 months ago.
4 months ago. Okay, so now what's your plans? Are you gonna are you trying to get married, or what are you trying to do?
Well, I'm looking to follow my religion, really.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. What are you gonna do as far as relationships?
Eventually in the long run, I would like to get married.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, what's your plan?
Eventually, I'd like to get married.
No, that's what I'm saying. What is your plan as far as finding a woman to get married to and not have sex with her until you're married? Like how are you going to accomplish that?
Finding someone whose morals align with mine.
Okay, cool. So then what's the question? What are you trying to figure out?
Also, I just want to know, like, have you ever met someone who's done this?
I've met people who,
and it's been.
Well, I've met people who've said they were going to do it, but they never do it because usually they're just talking because they're not really, because it's the thing, right? The problem with and I don't want to sound like too much like this, but this is the problem. The problem a lot of times when it comes to religion is that you're following somebody else's rules for yourself.
100%.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, where it's like, and this is why a lot of times people never, do it like the religion says, because it's not really them. They're just, following somebody else's shit.
I hear that.
You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is So what I'm saying is you can see, this is the thing. It's like you can follow certain principles that make sense to you, but you still got to make it your own. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're just following something blindly, then you're not actually doing your thing. You see what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah.
Right. So what led you to being a Christian and all that?
So all right. So I mean, I'm gonna be honest. So I did grow up like this. However, I kind of drifted away. And I just started facing adversity, you know what I'm saying? And it's my fault, of course, I started falling into alcoholisms. And then before I listened to you and you said that the game's not about women, I used to use my promiscuous ways and found value through me being promiscuous with women and alcohol. Like I was basically I wasn't happy with myself until I found until I became promiscuous and started drinking and stuff like that. But then once I faced some adversity, financial and, wise, I just started following my religion. Then I started feeling at peace with myself.
Okay. Well, hey, listen, if it's working for you, then cool. What I'm saying though, is that just make sure that, you know, it's something that resonates with who you actually are versus you just following something to mask how you're really feeling. Do you see what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah, yeah. And that's why I appreciate it. Cause like, you know, that's why I feel like this is a talk that I was supposed to have with you. Cause I know you said that, like, you know, how do I say? Oh yeah, that the game's really not about women. It's like, what about you want to do with yourself and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. But remember, you have to figure out what you want to do for yourself based on your standard, not necessarily based on a religious standard. Do you see what I'm saying? So you can take principles from a religious thing, but what I'm saying is that if you're just blindly following the religion, you understand what I'm saying? Then you're not really making it about yourself. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
appreciate. Do you still have time in this show?
Do I still have who?
Do you still have like time on this show?
Yeah, we're gonna be on here for another like 50 minutes.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna donate 10 so you can have 2 free questions.
All right, that's what's up, man. Appreciate you, fam.
Miles in the game, right?
Yes, sir. Dollar sign Miles in the game. Appreciate you, fam. All right.
Yeah, no problem. Appreciate you, man.
All right, cool. That's what's up. All right, so guys, call up. We got another probably 15 minutes, and we're gonna wrap it up, man. So call the number 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see if we got any more questions. It says, will you do a video about all the dudes complaining about the T app? We already talked about the T app earlier, but you know, it's that shit's gonna be crazy. But also it's it's a bigger issue, as far as like how social media and all these different things where people are sharing private things. You understand? See, private things are supposed to remain private. You understand? Like, this is like, you're not supposed to, like, you're really, see, this is the thing, right? As a teacher, right? There's certain things that I talk about, but they're not really supposed to be like talked about or known in a lot of cases. So for example, like if I talk about, for example, if I say, hey, there are guys out here who will hook up with women on the first night, right? So the problem with talking about that is that there are a lot of guys who struggle to get sex from women. So now if I'm saying and revealing that, hey, there are guys out here who can have sex with chicks, easily like this, then what's going to happen is that's going to, make the guys who have a hard time getting sex start questioning themselves or start saying, wait a second, what's going on here? This is crazy, or it's going to cause a rift, right? But if we're talking about just on a personal thing, right? You have too many people out here who are talking about private situations, and that's not a good thing because certain things you're actually not supposed to know. You understand? You're not supposed to know it. Let's go to 612. What's popping? Who this?
Hey, this is Tim. I donated to your Venmo, $10.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So what's going on?
Yeah, I just wanted to make a comment on the T app. Yeah, dudes are freaking out about all this shit. But this already exists. Like there are Facebook groups that chicks have like in every city. It's fucking hilarious. And actually, I've actually been in one of those groups. Like I was posted, I didn't like seek it out. Just one of my boys, his sister, he sent it to her, whatever. And they're like, oh, you're in this group. And they're like, oh, it's fucking terrible, all this shit. And then they sent me the screenshots. I didn't even ask for them. I'm just like,
right.
But I saw them and it was actually flattering as shit. I was like, oh shit. Like, because like someone was like, oh, like what's the deal with this guy? Blah, 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 blah. And then some chick who I recognized, I remember the date. And she was like, oh yeah, he wanted something like, he was definitely into like a physical connection. but he was great to talk to. And then he took the signals and cut it off, like, and we didn't speak again. I'm like, well, that's a good review right there.
Right,
like,
exactly.
Like that's all.
Exactly.
So,
and you know, that's the funny part about these groups and the T-app and all this other stuff is that, like Miles was saying earlier, is that women are just going to talk about like how they feel about what happened, but they don't understand. See, women are never going to understand why guys do what they do anyway. Do you understand what I'm saying? So to them, anything that you do that makes them feel some type of way is bad anyway. Even if you're just like, well, listen, I wanted to hook up with the girl. She didn't want to hook up. So I bounced. And they're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe he did that. He just wanted a physical connection and he's such an asshole. And that's basically how it goes. It's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny. And I think it just highlights more like this app and shit. Like you gotta have game, because then you'll never have to worry about that app.
That's
the privacy shit. Get some game and you'll never be concerned, because a chick who actually is into you and has respect for you, you know, is never going to out you like that and do you dirty like that because she fucking respects you. So for all you guys in the chat worrying about that shit, you know, just get some coaching and sign up for the programs and get some game and you'll be okay. So,
yes, sir.
Anyways, appreciate you taking my call.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call, fam. But see, what's funny about apps like that, like the T-app or even the Facebook groups, Are We Dating the Same Guy and all this other stuff, that shows you how much women value men, where they have whole apps and groups discussing like other actual guys that they're dating. Because even the title of Are We Dating the Same Guy is ridiculous. Of course you're dating the same guy. What the fuck you mean, are we? like it's like that didn't make any sense. Of course you're dating the same guy. Well, you thought you were the only one dating him? Yes, you're dating the same guy. Like, what are we talking about here? You see what I mean? It's just like, you know, but again, you got to understand it. And my mentor, Anthony DeMello, said this. He said, when people's illusions clash with reality, that's when they suffer. So the problem is that, you know, a lot of women have this illusion of what they think a guy should be. But the reality sets in, and then they suffer when they realize how men actually are. You feel what I'm saying? So it's, you know, but this is why I said that, you know, this is why I said that it doesn't need to be out in the open. Because what's ridiculous about those apps or those forums is that if a woman says, hey, I dated Locario and he did A, B, and C, right? Another woman will say, oh, I dated Locario, he did D, E, and F. And another woman will say, I dated Locario, he did X, Y, and Z. And another woman will say, I dated Locario, he did 1, 2, and 3, right? And so it'll be 4 different women, 4 different interpretations, but I basically did the same thing with all 4. You understand what I'm saying? But based on how they feel is what they're going to say. And then if another woman, let's say another woman was dating me at that moment and she's reading one of these things, or let's say we had a date set and then she's like, oh my God, I'm about to go out to get drinks with this guy this weekend. And I'm reading this thing about how he is. And then now she's going to take what this woman said about me as the end all be all. And then she's going to apply that to what she thinks is going to happen with her. You see what I'm saying? But the problem is that every person that you interact with, right, it's going to be a different situation, even if you're doing the same exact thing. You understand? Because once you meet a woman and she meets you, the dynamic is going to be unique. It's going to be unlike any other dynamic that could ever happen with any other woman ever. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to be different. So, you know, that's the flaw or the ironic part of groups like Are We Dating the Same Guy or the T-app and all this other stuff. You understand? It's going to be, you know, a different thing, even just based on the fact that each woman is a different woman. You understand what I'm saying? So like, let's say if I meet woman A and I'm flirting and building sexual tension, and she's going to be like, oh, well, I'm not that type of girl, and he just wanted sex, and he's disgusting because he's just trying to have sex with me. Then I meet girl B and I'm flirting and building sexual tension. And girl B is like all about it. And she wants to have sex and we have sex. I meet girl C, and girl C, she enjoys the conversation. She sees that I'm flirting and building sexual tension, but she doesn't think I'm disgusting like girl A, but she's looking for, oh, but you know, I want to be courted and wined and dined, and he seems like a player, right? So it's all these different situations and scenarios happening with the same guy. You see what I'm saying? So that's the flaw with all of this shit. It's just like if they had a man version, are we dating the same woman? I'm not going to be like, oh my God, Stacy used you for all your money. I have a date with Stacy Friday. I don't give a fuck about what Stacy did with you. You ain't me, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? She's not going to do the same thing with me. But see, what happens is that, you know, women, it's different for women because women deep down understand that a man is supposed to lead. So essentially what they're saying is that this is how this guy is, right? And so because he is like this, he's going to be like this to all of us. You see what I'm saying? It's like, see, people are communicating how they really think and feel, but you just have to pay attention. You understand what I'm saying? You got to pay attention. But the thing is, women don't understand that they're talking from their feelings, so they don't even realize that everything they're saying about that one guy is just based on her particular feeling about the experience. So women are not going to like talk about it in this like manner that is about what actually happened. They're going to talk about how they feel about what actually happened. That's how it works. But this is why you need game, because if you have game, you know, you're not going to care about all that shit anyway. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going to care about any of that shit anyway. You feel me? But guys, what time is it? We about to wrap this shit up in a minute. So guys, make sure that you tune in tomorrow. Miles and Kazagan is going to be doing the Man It Is a Skill Set show. Also check me out at 5:00. I'm going to be doing the show at 5. Also, you know, check us out on The Real Game No Theory on Sunday. And I'm going to be on Game Global Sunday at 3:00. So right after the Real Game No Theory show, I'll be on Game Global. So make sure you guys check that out. You know what I'm saying? This shit's going to be fire. So make sure you do that. You said you saw the new Fantastic Four. How was Fantastic Four? Was that shit good? I heard somebody was saying it was good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for all of that. All right, so that's pretty much it, man. We about to wrap this shit up. Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com, masculineidentitymembership.com, cunninghamelements.com, and shop locario.com. All right, so that's pretty much it. We are out of here. And remember, guys, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone. We out. Listen. Ask me if I care. I promise I don't care. She told me that she got hurt in the past. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm thinking, what's up with all of that ass? I ain't tricking, bitch, don't ask me about cash. Why these hoes be telling me all they problems? I ain't saving them, ain't my fault they got them. I can't solve them and I could never stop them. All I'm concerned with is hitting the bottom. She got scarred in her life, I don't care about her life. She got scarred in her life, I don't care about her life. This girl's looking for a listening ear. Don't she notice that I really don't care? I'm a man, she should go choose the bear. I'll explain to her that life isn't fair. Why you wanna talk to me about your life? I'm just trying to hit, I don't want a wife. You lie saying you want somebody nice. He has your back, you stab his with a knife. You be wanting your friends to be men. You know you don't care about none of them. Or I should say they don't care about you. They only there cause they hoping to screw. You saying guys only want one thing. You frontin' as if you don't want flings. You want the guy with dough, you want bling. Now you wanna be a queen, you want kings. Why you trying to search for a gentleman? Do you think that's how you will get a man? You don't understand, so you won't get a man. I don't want to talk, I am not Letterman. She got scarred in her life, I don't care about her life. She got scarred in her life, I don't care about her life. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. She's got scarred in her life. I don't care about her life. She got scarred in her life. I don't care about her life.
I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces. And then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And they only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the